YouTube boxing is making its return, so KSI's fight's been announced. He's fighting Alex Wasabi. Jake Paul's fighting Tommy Fury, but there's some drama when it comes to that fight. Deji's on the undercard. Gibb versus Austin McBroom. YouTube boxing for the last few months, but maybe about a year now, has been quite stale. It's just been kind of boring, you know what I mean? But now, all of a sudden, everyone's fighting. In August, we got KSI. Jake Paul's in August as well. July is, I'm pretty sure that's the Gibb fight. Gibb versus Austin McBroom. But there's a lot of drama when it comes to this fight, because KSI's fighting Alex Wasabi. I'm really looking forward to this fight anyway. It makes sense. It's a redemption fight for Deji, his brother, and it makes sense for KSI to have a few fights to get back into boxing before he does the fight everyone wants to see. Everyone wants to see Jake Paul, KSI. That's like the finale of YouTube boxing. I feel like after that, like KSI doesn't have to fight again. So that's the fight he's kind of building up to. So it makes sense to have a few warm-up fights and, you know, just get into it beforehand. So I've seen a lot of hate when it comes to that fight as well. People saying it's a downgrade from Logan. It kind of is, I guess so, but it just makes sense to fight Alex Wasabi, to tick him off the list, get his redemption, do that fight, win it, and then go home. It kind of makes sense. But Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury, there's a lot of bloody drama when it comes to this. First of all, like, the trash talk is on point. Roll some of the clips from Jake Paul and Tommy.
Update. We've spoken to Tommy Fury's lawyers. They are all advising him to just go to the embassy to get his visa. That's all he has to do. But Tommy is showing no urgency. Is this another case of Tommy fumbles, just being scared to fight me? I think that's what it is. I think the Fury family is trying to manipulate something here to make me fight in the UK. Okay, you want me to fight in the UK? Show me $15 million. This is embarrassing. Go to the embassy, get your visa, and let's make this fight happen.
We know Jake Paul by now, and this isn't unusual for him. He just talks crap all the time, let's face it. He just loves to trash talk. It builds hype for the fight. But the main drama now is that Tommy can't get into America for legal reasons or something like that. I'm pretty sure the whole Fury family can't go to the US for some reason. Just like some government stuff. So that's kind of why Tommy couldn't go to a press conference and potentially now can't fight Jake Paul. I think Tommy's come out of a video like apologising and kind of explaining the situation.
Me and my team this morning arrived at Heathrow Airport, ready for the press conference, ready to fly out. And as soon as we entered the airport, I got pulled to one side and I was told by the Homeland Security officer that was there that my ESTA had been denied and I wasn't able to travel to the USA for a reason that I apparently know. I can stand here and say I've done absolutely nothing wrong and I have no clue why I'm not allowed to travel to the USA.
So yeah, Tommy has explained the situation. Jake Paul still isn't being understanding and just is trash talking once again. Pretty much apparently he's got 3 fighters lined up. So if this fight doesn't happen, he's got 3 more lined up, which is kind of annoying. For Jake Paul right now, I only want to see him either fight Tommy Fury or KSI. And KSI's got a fight, so I wanted to see him fight Tommy Fury. It'll be a good test to see if he's actually a good boxer, but it just keeps not happening. Like, we're probably going to see Tyrone Woodley versus Jake Paul number 3. That's what everyone's joking about on Twitter and TikTok, and it is true. Jake and Tommy, just please sort it out and bloody fight for God's sake. I know like some things can't be helped, but just move location. Fight in a location you're both happy with. I think Tommy's trying to do that, but Jake's going into all the technicalities about the money and stuff like that. I don't even know. I think they could make it a lot easier, and if they really wanted to fight truly, both of them, they could make it happen regardless. There's an interesting clip from Joe Weller, and he was actually saying that it's kind of a planned thing from Tommy's behalf, that it's kind of a strategy, because he can't be bothered when he's in training to fly out to LA for a press conference.
But I'm like, is this just classic bollocks? Like, they've just gone, oh yeah, Tommy, like you don't want to waste time going to fucking America for a press conference. Just do training the whole time, like, and wait till actual fight week to go. I reckon it's a classic, like, oh yeah, it got banned, he's not allowed to go. They're trying to get it resolved and it's going to be coincidentally resolved come fight night. It's classic techniques.
Yeah.
Like classic techniques, because you like, I guess like in the middle of training camp, he's not going to want to be flying over there, jet lag, all of that bollocks.
Yeah. I think Joe could be onto something with this theory, because it seems pretty legit and it's happened before. The last press conference Tommy and Jake had, Tommy didn't go because he wanted to focus on his training. And that's probably the same thing again, but obviously it's everyone just saying that. He's made up an excuse. That could be a theory, or it literally could be a fact that for government reasons he can't make it to the US or they're not letting him in. That probably is the case, but you've got to think maybe they're doing some sort of strategy behind this. Then the third and final fight is Gibb versus Austin McBroom. Just with these boxing fights in general, the CEO of this fight is Austin McBroom. The CEO of the Jake Paul-Tommy fight is Jake Paul. So if it goes to points, pretty much they're both going to win. There needs to be a knockout for the opposite opponent. Like, Gibb needs to knock Austin out, because if it goes to points, it's probably finished. Same for the Tommy-Jake fight. If Tommy wants any chance of winning, he has to knock him out, because if it goes to points, when you're a CEO of the bloody company, most likely they're going to give you the points. So I'm rooting for Gibb. I think he's going to beat Austin McBroom, but for order for that win to happen, he's going to have to knock him out, because going to points, we've seen it with Austin's events before, they're a bit biased, so hopefully Gibb can get that dub. And then Deji's on the undercard. I don't actually know who he's against, but he's on the undercard of the KSI Alex Wasabi fight. I can't remember who he's fighting, but come on Deji. He wasn't third time lucky. Hopefully it's fourth time lucky, because I do want to see him win a fight. And fair enough to him. After 3 professional fights, I probably would have backed down from boxing, but fair enough to him, he's carried on going, so I think he deserves a win. He 100% deserves a win, because not many people will carry on going from 3 losses, not many at all. So leave in the comments down below your predictions for all these fights. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.